All right, guys, warm-ups here for your Heritage Eagles. We'll mute here so we don't get banned for any music violations. But facing off here in a few minutes against your Stanley Lake Gators. All right, guys, ready to get things underway here. Stanley Lake Gators against your Heritage Eagles. David Metzger-Sokolowski out there to start. Face-off one there by David. Picked up by Rogers. Rogers plays it across to Bacard. Bacard, he's pressured there. Bacard sidesteps one. Behind the net, Bacard surveys. Bacard up ahead. Metzger's got it now. Take it off his stick. Dumped in. Play goes behind the net. David in on the forecheck. Metzger plays a body. Dug out for a moment. Now Rogers stands a guy up at the blue line. Metzger plays it cross ice. That'll go for an icing. Face-off will come back in the Heritage Zone here. 16-13 to play first period. Phillips to take the draw, back to the point. Blocked down. Tanberg gets held up there. Oh. Block shot, almost leads to an opportunity there for Heritage. Stolen there. Picked up by Phillips. Up ahead. Labuglio leaves for Phillips. Taking off his stick. Miskell's got it now. Miskell dumps it in on net. And we'll get a hold. Face off in the Gator zone here. Face off one there by the Gators. Back to the point. Chipped out. Opportunity here for Stanley Lake. Picked up there by Miskell. Held in, though, by Stanley Lake at the line. McGarvey picks it up there. Rolls it short side. Labuglio's got it. Hits Tanberg. Tanberg shot. Awkward save there for the goaltender, but he makes it. And the Gators will start out. They get the red line. Now the blue line. And it's picked up by Bacard. Bacard throws on the brakes behind the net. Bacard up ahead. I believe the new skater on the ice tonight is Simon, 29. Donahue picks it up there. And it's dumped in by Rollison. And Stanley Lake will come out with it. And dumped in. Rogers goes behind the net to pick it up. Rogers picks it up there. Throws on the brakes. Rogers. Stanley Lake centers out front. Kick save. Back to the point. And the net's off. We'll get a stoppage here. Rollison to take the draw. One there by Stanley Lake, centered out front. Picked off there by Simon. He tries to chip ahead to Donahue, taking off his stick. Puck is dumped in. There's another number I got to grab here. I'll get it for you in a minute. 18 out there on defense. It looks like Peskin. Cleared back out to center. Picard breaks it up. Puck's dumped in. Back to the point. Shot. Deflected high up off the glass. Picked up there by Gwynn. Gwynn plays it to the line. Not out. Held there by Stanley Lake. Back to the point. Now they'll cycle back down low. Gators looking to establish a forecheck here. Picked up there by, looks like Peskin. It's not his number, but it looks like him. Dumped in on net. Jones kicks it aside. Played across off the stick of Zier. 2-on-2 now for Stanley Lake. Shot. And Jones will glove and hold. shot to the save and glove down by Jones. Face off won there by Zier. Miskell taken off his stick. Stanley Lake digs it out. Picked up now by Zier. Up ahead to Gwynn. Gwynn hits the line. Gwynn's got the red line. Dumps it in. He's got Gassman with him. Stanley Lake plays it far side. Off Gwynn's stick and played back out to center. Rogers will go to pick it up there in the Heritage Zone. Rogers spins with it. Plays up ahead to Gassman. Gassman hits the line. 1-on-2. He's got Gwynn driving to the front. Shot high and wide of the net. Miskell tries to play back down low to Gwynn on the near side here. And it's puck's played back out to center. Picked up there by Gassman. Gassman to Rogers. Out of his reach. And dumped back in the Heritage Zone. Picked up there behind the net by Gassman. Gassman throws on the brakes. Tries to split it off the back of the net. Gassman up ahead. Not out. Glove down by a Gator player. Now they look to drive the guy to the front of the net. Broken up there. Back to the point. Shot. That's blocked down by David. David will hit the line. Gets the red line. Oof. I don't know that he had the red line there. We might have caught a break. Metzger. Sokolowski. Chipped out. Stanley Lake hits the line. Metzger bumps his man off the puck. Rides him off it, and it's cleared off the board. So the line not out. Held there by the Gators. Behind the net. They try and play it out front. Now they do. And they player alone out front. Goal Gators. Face off won there by Stanley Lake. Chipped in. Thrown back into the Stanley Lake zone. Icing's waved off. Picard will pick it up there. Picard plays it around a player. Kicks it up. Stolen there by Stanley Lake. They look to center out front. And puck's cleared out of the zone. Near side here. Stolen by Phillips. Puck's chipped in on net. Phillips in on the forecheck with Labuglio. Labuglio centers out front. Broken up. Tanberg can't get a stick on it. This should go for an icing. And it does. We're going to face off back in the Gator zone here. 10-13 here to go first period. Face-off won there by the Gators. Rollison, Simon, and Donahue out there now. Puck's played back to Picard. Picard off the wall, picked off there by Stanley Lake. Picard now settles it down behind the net. Picard skates with it. Picard near side. Picard steps around a defender. Has to take it off his stick. Shot on goal there by Simon. Tied up along the far boards towards the net, picked off there by Stanley Lake, and they'll look to start it out. They're going to miss on the headman pass. That'll be an icing. We'll bring it back in the zone here. Face off, one there by Heritage. Back to the point. Rogers, shot towards the net. Tip down. And that's going to be played with a high stick, so that'll come back in the Heritage zone. Face off, one there, back to the point. Gators will dump it in deep. They look to cycle it. Zier takes his man off the puck. Puck pops loose side of the net. Stanley Lake looks to play it out front again. Now they do. Shot, blocked down by a defense in front. Shot kicked aside by Jones. Shot high and wide of the net. Shot. Player streaking into the slot. Nice interception there by Gwynn. Gwynn's got Gassman with him. Gassman takes it wide. Gassman to the front of the net. Shot and a save by the goaltender. David Sokolowski, Metzger out there now. Face off one by Stanley Lake. They hit the line. Icing's going to be waved off. McGarvey goes in behind to pick it up. They try and center out front off the stick of McGarvey. Puck's loose in the slot. Sokolowski's got it now. Sokolowski as they hit the line, one-on-one. Shot glove down by the Stanley Lake goaltender. Face off one there by Stanley Lake. They get the neutral zone. McGarvey gives chase. McGarvey plays it up off the boards to the line. Held there by the Gators, though. Out front. Oh. Back to the line. Oh. Redirect on the way in. Jones kicks out aside. Picked up there by Sokolowski. Up ahead. Oh, Metzger just has to take it off his stick, otherwise he's got a breakaway. McGarvey plays it back to Metzger. Metzger. David's bumped off the puck. Picked up there by Metzger. Plays on side. Metzger drops to Sokolowski. Sokolowski holds for a moment. Battles with a player. And puck pops back at the center. Picard, he'll play it in deep. That'll allow Heritage to get a change here. The Gators start their breakout. Tip to Peskin. Tanberg now plays it off the boards. And played back in the Heritage zone. Icing's waved off here. Picard picks it up. Throws on the brakes. Picard. Held there at the line by Stanley Lake. Stanley Lake now with an opportunity out front. Nice back check there. I can't see who that was, but somebody got a nice stick to the back of the player to break that up. Labuglio now up ahead, out of the reach of Tanberg. Phillips leaves for Tanberg, dumps it in. Labuglio in now on the forecheck. Near side here, Gators get control. Picked up there by Peskin. He overskates. Tanberg throws it in, and that'll go for an icing. Face-off will come back in the Heritage zone here. 6:16 here to go. Rollison to take the draw, ties it up. Picked up there by Simon. Now Donahue's got it. Donahue takes it wide. Taking off his stick. Gators look to break out. They hit the line 2-on-2. Out front. Shot. save by Jones. Rogers ties his man up. Played around behind by Rogers. Miskell. Fans on the check attempt. Puck comes near side. Shot. Ooh, tip. Jones might have got a piece of it. Miskell's bumped off the puck. Picked up there by Simon. Now Donahue. He overskates. And Gators are going to change. Heritage doesn't get a change. We got one out there, fresh out there. Zier back to the point. Puck pops back out to center. Heritage is going to try and get their change now. Hopefully they don't get caught. Picked off there by Rogers. Turn back the other way. Rogers, he'll dump it in deep. Behind the net, Stanley Lake plays it up. Oh, just out of the reach of Gassman. Picard picks it up there. Gwynn. Gassman in the slot. Shot. Saved by the Gator goaltender. Picard, he'll play it back in. Gwynn tries to win the race to it. Zier over skates. And the Gators pick it up there at center ice. They'll throw it in. Jones will glove it down. He'll leave it there for McGarvey. McGarvey plays it off the boards. Just out of the reach of Gwynn. Picked up there by Stanley Lake. Phillips steps up, holds the line. It's David. Now Metzger's got it. Metzger pulls it wide. Drops back to the point. McGarvey plays back down low. Picard pinching from the near side D. Picard picks it up there. Picard. Now David digs it out. Picard tries to play it back to the point. Dug out by David. Now it's dug out. Metzger's got it. Metzger sidesteps one. Plays back down low to David. David goes back to Metzger. And he's bumped off the puck there. McGarvey holds, but that's offside. So we'll get a face-off outside the zone here with 3:17 to play. Face off, one back to McGarvey. McGarvey tries to play it up ahead. Stolen there by the Gators. They play it up ahead. Near boards here. Metzger throws on the brakes. Tries to play it down low. Metzger walks into the slot. Ooh, tried to play it down low to David on a pass attempt. That's off the Gator defender though. Puck's played back out. Picard picks it up there. Picard throws on the brakes. Then goes. Nice edge work there by Picard. Sokolowski bumped off the puck. Puck's played back up to the point. Picard goes to dump it in. Fans on the dump attempt. Picked off there, though, by Tanberg. Tanberg with an opportunity. Tanberg shot. Glove save by the Gator goaltender. Gators hit the line 1-on-4. Back to the point. Shot. Saved through traffic by Jones. Kicked aside. Picked up there by Tanberg. In his skates. Up ahead. Stolen there by the Gators. They'll come near side. Walks to the middle. Shot. Wide of the net. Jones able to stick that rebound off the end boards aside. And it's picked up by Tanberg. Up ahead to Labuglio. Labuglio takes it wide. Yep, and we got an interference penalty coming up here. Gators going to the penalty box. Labuglio draws the interference call. Heritage power play coming up. Zier to take the draw out there with Metzger and Gwynn. Picard back to Metzger, back to the point. Picard walks the line, plays across to Gwynn. Gwynn sidesteps one, plays down low, off the stick of Metzger. Metzger digs it out, takes a hook. Metzger near side now. Metzger into the slot to Zier. Oh, an opportunity. There's off his stick. Jones will play it and leave it for Picard. Gwynn picks it up there. Gwynn, near side. Heritage gets his own. Shot. Glove down and save. Face off. One there by David. Picked up by Sokolowski. Spun back out to center. Sokolowski plays ahead. I believe that's Peskin. Doesn't look like his number, but it looks like him. Rollison centers it. That's going to be played all the way down. Jones will set it up there. He'll leave it for Peskin. Peskin leaves for Sokolowski. Sokolowski stolen off his stick. Shot. Kicked aside by Jones. Picked up there by Peskin. And we'll set it up again. Up ahead off the stick of Rogers. Thrown back into the Heritage zone. We have 10 seconds to go in the period. Clock is off a little bit on my part. And that'll do it for the end of one. At the end of one, Stanley Lake up 1-0. All right, looks like we'll get a resurface and be back here for the second. All right, guys, almost ready to get the second period underway here. Heritage will have 20 seconds remaining on the power play to start the period. Shots on goal, first period, 10-9 in favor of Stanley Lake. Face off, cleared back in on net. Rogers over his skates. Puck comes back out the center. Picked up there by Metzger. Metzger drives to the middle. David throws it towards the net. And the goaltender will glove that down and hold. Four seconds to go here on the Heritage power play. David draws it back to Rogers. Rogers shot towards the net. Kicked wide. Puck's loose out front. Shot. Rebound. Oh. I think Bacard just pitchforked it wide as he pinched down there. Puck's played out to neutral ice. Picked up there by Bacard. Bacard leaves it for Metzger. Metzger to David. David. And spun around there by Stanley Lake. Bacard plays up ahead out of the reach of Metzger. Sokolowski intercepts for a moment. Now Bacard behind the net. Puck's loose out front. Shot. Turnover. Goal. All right, Phillips to take the draw. Lobuglio picks it up there, dumps it in. Played back to the point. Stanley Lake's got a 3-on-1 developing. Stanley Lake back to the middle, shot. Blocked off a Miskell. Nice defensive play there. Lobuglio leaves for Phillips. Phillips hits the line, 1-on-1. Phillips plays it off the boards to himself. Played a run behind. Lobuglio picks it up there. Tries to play it on the backhand. Fans on that. Lobuglio across to Miskell. Miskell shot towards the net. Ooh. Almost 5-hole, but saved by the goaltender. Rolson to take the draw. One there by Stanley Lake. Up into the crowd. Gators win the draw. Puck pops out. Donahue intercepts it for a moment. Now he picks it up at the red line. Dumps it in. Rollison, Simon, and Rollison out there. Sorry. Donahue, Rollison, and Simon. Played near side. Picked off there by Stanley Lake. Rollison lays a hit at center ice. Donahue dumps it in. Nice hit there by Rollison in the center ice. Gators pick it up, play it across. And we're offsides at the line. We'll get a face-off in the zone, outside of the zone. Face-off one there, picked up by Gassman. Stanley Lake plays it around behind. Peskin takes this man off the puck. Picard supports. Picked up there by Peskin. Peskin now tries to play it cross ice to Gwynn. Out of his reach. Picard comes in to support, holds the line. Picked off there by Gwynn. Gwynn sidesteps one. Gwynn backhand through the crease. This should go for an icing, and it does. Played out by the Gators. Gators look to play it across. Picked off there by Sokolowski. Nice defensive play on the back check. David's got it now, near side. David will play it in. He'll dump. Metzger in on the forecheck. Metzger leaves for David. David plays back to the point. Shot. Puck's loose. Puck's still loose. And now we got a tie up. Face-off one there. Shot on goal. Save, rebound. Nobody able to get to it, though. Sokolowski digs it out. Battles. Stanley Lake breaks it out. 2-on-1 here for Stanley Lake. Nice stick by Metzger to break that up. Shot. Shot. Stanley Lake's got us chasing our own zone here. They center out front. Jones will hold and cover. And Rogers makes sure nobody touches the goaltender with discretion. Face-off one by Stanley Lake. Back to the point. Puck's played down low. Peskin fights a man off. Back to the point. Held there. Stanley Lake walks into the slot. Shot. Ooh. Wide of the net. Labuglio plays up ahead. Phillips has got it now. Phillips spun off the puck. Tanberg plays back to Phillips out front. Tanberg, cross to Peskin, shot, and up on out of play. Phillips to take the draw. Held there by Peskin. Phillips tries to leave out front for Tamberg. Picked off there by Stanley Lake. And they'll look to start it out, and they do. Puck's going to come down on net. Jones leaves for Peskin. Peskin plays it up ahead. Picked off there by Stanley Lake. They look to go out front. Phillips takes his man out behind the play. Left behind the net. Picked off there by Peskin. Out to the point, off a player. That should be too many men. Played off the glass and out to center. Picked up there. Puck's thrown back in. Should have been whistled on all sides. Mills plays it out front. That 44 for Stanley Lake. One hell of a player. Dumped in by Phillips. Tamberg in on the forecheck. Played out. Near side. Out of the reach of David. Or sorry, that was Simon. Dumped in. Kicked aside by Jones. Picked up there by Bacard. Bacard settles it down. Bacard takes a step. Stolen off his stick. Puck's played back out. Stanley Lake tries to throw it out front. Picked off there by Bacard. Towards the front of the net. Puck's loose in the slot off a stick. Played back up to the line, not out. And Simon's got it now. Take it off his stick. Now he gets it out. Played back out to center. Picked off there by Bacard. In on Jones and a save. We'll get a stoppage here. 9:16 here to go, second period. Face off, one there by Heritage. Gassman now takes it wide. Gassman throws on the brakes. Goes into the boards hard. He's up, but he's dinged up. Rogers plays it up ahead. Zier's got it now. Zier throws it in on net. Goaltender holds. Zier to take the draw. One there by Stanley Lake. Cleared up far boards. 2-on-1 here for Stanley Lake, but they elect to bank it off the boards behind the net. Misko picks it up. Puck's played at the side of the net. Misko's got it now. Taking off his stick. And played out to center. Stanley Lake will dump it back in. They're on sides. McGarvey picks it up there. Plays it up the far boards. Shot towards the net. Sticked aside by Jones. Played up ahead. McGarvey. And that'll be an icing. Got a face-off in the Heritage zone here. 8:01 here to go, second period. All right, face-off one there by David. Misko plays it to Metzger. Metzger pitchforks it out to center. Just Pass over the reach of Sokolowski. Played back. Off the glass. McGarvey plays it out. Puck's still not out. Now it is. 3-on-2 developing here. Sokolowski. Sokolowski shot. Save. Rebound. And we're not able to get there in time, but we'll get a face-off in this Gator zone here. David to take the draw back to Sokolowski. Shot and a save. David to take the draw, wins it back. Sokolowski, Peskin. Oh, they try and go far side of the D. Picked off there. 2-on-1 developing here. Breakaway opportunity here. Shot and a save by Jones. Puck's played back out to center. This should go for an icing, and it does. We'll get a face-off back in the Stanley Lake zone here. 7:02 to go. Buglio to take the draw. Wins it to Tanberg. Stanley Lake takes it wide. Picard forces his man off the puck. Looks to center. Phillips takes his man off in the corner. That's Picard now. Picard plays it back to the line. Held there by Stanley Lake. Played around behind. Peskin, far side, behind the net. Settles it down now. Peskin steps around one. Peskin tries to play up ahead. He's got LaBuglio with Tanberg with him. LaBuglio to Tanberg. Oh, tipped up over the net. Puck's played back out to center. Rogers picks it up there, and he sails it into the crowd. We'll get a face-off in the zone here. Face off, one there by Stanley Lake. Cleared far side. Rogers fights his man off. And they're able to clear Simon along the boards. Puck's chipped in on net by Jones. He'll hold. All right, face-off one there by Stanley Lake. They look to set it up behind the net. Look to go out front. Goal line extended. Rogers takes his man off the puck. Simon has a stick lifted. Shot. Blocked down by Rollison. Rollison plays a shoulder there. And Stanley Lake, a look to start back out. Picked off there by Simon. Rogers got it there. Rogers plays off the boards. Back into the zone. Rogers now picks it up there. Rogers up ahead, out of the reach of Donahue. Now Donahue's got it. Donahue is the line, 1-on-3. Puck box back out the center. 3-on-2 developing here for the Gators. McGarvey hustles to get back. Nice defensive play. Puck's loose in the slot. Puck's still loose. Rogers takes his man off the puck and out of the rink. Either way, it works. Rogers has got it now with Gwynn. Rogers shot, Save by the Gator goaltender. Face-off won by Zier, back to the point. Miskell holds for a moment. Gators get it now. Gwynn. Gwynn near side here. Gassman shot. Oh, high up over the net. The card. Zier now. He's bumped off the puck. Gators will start out. They'll play it down. This should go for an icing, and it does. 3:58 here to go, second period. Face-off coming back in the Gator zone. David to take the draw, one there by the Gators. They clear out. Tied up along the near boards here. Played into the zone. David picked off by the Gators. They'll play it deep. The card picks it up there. Picked off by the Gators. Back to the point. Miskell takes his man out behind the play. Shot, puck blocks back out the center off the shot block. Nice play by David coming in to support. David's got Metzger with him. David shot on goal. Face-off won there by the Gators. David Metzger, Sokolowski out there now. Gators hit the line, hit the red line 3-on-2. Peskin forces his man wide. They try and center, broken up there by David. Peskin absorbs a hit there along the near boards. And Sokolowski's got it now. Sokolowski tries to play across to Metzger, just out of his reach. Metzger has the stick lifted. Gators are turning back the other way, one-on-one. Shot, kicked aside by Jones. Got just a piece of that. Metzger now, Metzger holds, tries to center to Sokolowski. Picked off by the Gators defense. Peskin plays it cross ice. Picked off there. Tanberg tries to go to Metzger down low. Puck's played out. Off the stick of Peskin, so icing's waved off. Peskin picks it up there. Out of the reach of Tanberg. Phillips, Labuglio. Labuglio almost gets a steal there. Turned around by Stanley Lake. They hit the line. Shot, kicked aside by Jones. Picked up there by Tanberg. Labuglio's got Phillips with him. Labuglio, shot from a sharp angle. Phillips absorbs a hit out front of the slot. Rogers shot, gloved, but not held. Picked up there by Labuglio. Phillips centers it out front. Labuglio can't get to it. Labuglio's got it now. Labuglio down low to Phillips. Phillips surveys, goes out front to Tanberg. Oh, he had him, but it was off a stick, a Gator player's stick. Otherwise, that's a tap in. Tanberg plays down low to Phillips. Phillips looking for Labuglio. Phillips. Labuglio runs into him. And this is going to go for an icing. And it does. Face off in the zone here. 58 seconds here to go, second period. David to take the draw. Metzger picks it up. Metzger centers out front. McGarvey down low to Metzger. Metzger plays back down low to David. David tries to go back to the point to McGarvey. Metzger tries to walk into the middle. Picked off there. Nice back check there by Metzger. Stanley Lake will play it in to the line and out. Picked off there. Stanley Lake plays it around behind. Gators looking to forecheck here. David ties his man up. Walk back out in the middle. Back to the point. Held there. Not out. Now Metzger takes a hit up high. All right, Heritage Power play coming up here. We'll see if it's a 2 or a 5. Signal is needed knee. Concern right now is hoping that Kellen Metzger's okay. Give the kid a lot of credit. He tried to go off the ice under his own power, but he is definitely hurting. Looks like they're going to call it a 2-minute kneeing. So Heritage Power play coming up here. David to take the draw. One there by Stanley Lake. They'll play it all the way down. This should do it for 2 periods, to be honest with you guys. I think we got a few seconds. Looks like we'll get a resurface and be back for the third, or maybe no. Yep, looks like we got a resurface. We'll be back for the third. All right, third period on our way here. Gwynn picks it up. Puck's thrown in behind the net. Picard goes to pick it up there. Picard walks out with it. Picard. Picard surveys. Looks for somebody. Picard holds at the line. Picard. Shot. Ooh. Metzger. Good to see him back out there. Just misses on the tip attempt. That's going to come down. Jones will leave for Gwynn. Gwynn drops. Metzger, good to see him back on the ice. Metzger plays it around behind. Gaspin. Gaspin tries to center. Fans on it. And puck's played all the way down. Held there by Jones. He'll leave for Picard. Picard. Gaspin with him. Gaspin. And we got another penalty coming up here on Stanley Lake. We got a 5-on-3 coming up here for 27 seconds. David, Rolison, Sokolowski, Rogers, and Peskin out there. And Gators win the draw. Held there by Jones. He'll leave for Rogers. 18 seconds of 5-on-3. Picked up there by Sokolowski. Up ahead. Peskin. Back across to Sokolowski. Sokolowski hits the line. Sokolowski takes it wide. Sokolowski. Rolison fights his man off there. We're back to 5-on-4 hockey. Back to Rogers. Rogers shot towards the point. Saved by the goaltender. All right, played back to the line. Rogers. Blocked down. Picked up there by Sokolowski. Sokolowski tries to play back. Peskin plays it back down low. 5-on-4 still yet. Rogers. Picked up there by Sokolowski. Back to the point. Peskin. Peskin plays across to Rogers. Rogers. Blocked down by the Gator defender. David's got it now. Back to the point. Rogers shot. Oh, Rolson just misses on the tip. Peskin has this taken off his stick and it's cleared all the way down. Jones will leave there for Rogers. Rogers up at it. Peskin. Peskin hits the line. 2-on-2. Peskin walks it to the middle. Metzger. Metzger. Cross ice. Peskin. Shot. Oh. A save by the goaltender. Face off, back to the point. Picard, shot. High and wide. Metzger, back to Gwynn. Gwynn. Metzger now. Metzger walks into the slot. Metzger, shot. Save. No rebound. Face off one there by Stanley Lake, throwing it on net. Jones, he'll hold it. That's a quick whistle. Back to the point, saved by Jones, picked up there by Misko. Back to the point, chipped out. Tamberg tripped up there. Puck comes near side. McGarvey dumped in there by the Gators. Misko stolen. Blockered aside by Jones. Centered out front. Tipped by Jones. Saved by Jones. Saved by Jones. And a rebound. All right, face-off one there by Heritage. Rollison now. Near side. Eld. Played cross ice. Picked up there by the Gators. They dump it in. Picard takes his man out. Back to the point. Back down low. Drop, back to the point, shot. Centered out front, saved by Jones. Puck's loose in the slot. Picked up there by Simon. He'll dump it in. David leaves it for Rogers. Rogers shot. Wide of the net. Picked off by David. Sokolowski. David. Shot towards the net. Rogers leaves behind for Metzger. Metzger. Back to the point. Picard. Shot. Save and a goal! Deflection in front. We got a 3-1 game. All right, Stanley Lake wins the draw. Chipped ahead. Picked up by Sokolowski. Sokolowski takes it wide. Sokolowski, Metzger from a sharp angle on the rebound. Sokolowski plays it back in. Picard's tied up there. Rogers. Stick of David goes flying. Face off one there. Shot block. Picked up by Gassman coming back. Tipped up into the crowd. Face off, one there by Heritage, cleared out. I think it's going to go for an icing, and it does. All right, face-off one there by Heritage. Misko plays up ahead and out. Stanley going to throw it back in. Picked up there by Peskin behind the net. Picked up there by Gassman. Gassman. Picked up by Misko. Misko up ahead out of the reach of Zier. This should go for an icing, and it does. All right, back to the point. Picard. Shot blocked down. Phillips picks it up there. Phillips leads to Labuglio. Out of his reach. Puck's played back out. 2-on-1 developing here for Stanley Lake. Broken up there. Just out of the reach of Phillips. Stanley Lake, I'll turn it back the other way. Picard picks it up there behind the net. Picard settles it down. Picard. Near side. Plays far side. Hops the stick of Tanberg. Played there by McGarvey. And they're going to call it tip. Not played there. Picard. Stolen there by Stanley Lake. Played around behind. And picked up there by Phillips. Phillips up ahead to Labuglio. Labuglio hits the line. Shot. Nice blocker save by the Gator goaltender. Puck pops back at the center. Picked up there by Peskin. He leaves for Donahue. Simon in on the forecheck. Simon tries to play it to Rollison. Rollison's tied up. Simon now. Behind the net. Back to the point. Peskin, shot towards the net. Ooh, just out of Donahue's reach. Picked up there by Simon. All right, hopefully they take them both, but we'll see what happens. All right, looks like Stanley Lake's picking up the extra here. All right, looks like coincidentals, and Stanley Lake picks up the extra 2. Heritage power play coming up here. Back to the point, Bacard. Held. Picked up there by Gassman. Gassman surveys back to the point, Bacard. Bacard goes far side. Bacard back to the middle. Goal line extended. Over the stick of Metzger. Gwynn picks it up there. And this will be cleared. No icing since we have the power play. Picked up there by Bacard. Bacard picked up by Gassman. Gassman across to Gwynn. Gwynn near side. Tries to walk it in. Picked off there. Bacard. Picked off there. Metzger. Metzger's got Gassman going to the front. Metzger off the side of the net. The wrong side. The outside, not the inside. Metzger muscles a man off the puck. Out front. Oh. Skips over the stick of Gassman. Picked up there by Bacard. Bacard plays across to Gwynn. We'll set it up here. 47 to go in the power play. And Jones will glove and hold. We'll get a face off here. Face off one there. Blocker to side by Jones. High up over the net. Dug out. Sokolowski takes it wide. Sokolowski surveys. Sokolowski plays cross ice to Labuglio. Hops his stick. Labuglio. Picked up there by Peskin. Peskin. Played by David. David tries to go cross ice to Peskin, and he does. And puck's dumped in. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. We have Quincetal Minor still holding. Picked up there by Tanberg. Tanberg avoids the check. Tanberg's got Phillips with him. Tanberg shot. Saved by the goaltender up into the glass. Back to the point. Miskell. And this is played all the way down. Should be an icing. It's not. Well, now it is. Never mind, it's not an icing. It's a cross check on Tanberg of Heritage. All right, we got a timeout Heritage here. Shots on goal 31-27 in favor of the Gators. They'll have a 2-minute power play coming up here with 4:47 here to go, third period. Face off one by the Gators, back to the point. Played down low. Mystical shadows. Now they take it near side. Goal line extended. Look to play it out front. Puck's in the slot. Ooh, off the outside of the post. Oh, shot, I believe. I can't tell if that was deflected out front. If the goaltender got a piece of it. Somebody got a piece of it. Gators hold. Centered out front. Shot. The goal. All right, face off one there by the Gators. Chipped up. Glove down by Rogers. Played in. High stick here coming up on the Gators, I believe. All right, face-off should come in the Gator zone then. Heritage power play. Heritage wins the draw. Picard shot off a stick wide. Puck's played out and all the way down. Jones will leave it there for Picard. Picard leaves for Gwynn. Gwynn. Oh, sorry, it's Metzger. Metzger steps through a couple. Metzger shot, save. Picked up there by Picard. Picard near side. Picard centers. Back to the point. Gwynn shot. Knocked down. Gaspin plays it around behind to Metzger. Metzger picked off there by Stanley Lake, and they'll clear. Jones, he'll set it up there. Picked up by Gwynn. Gwynn to Metzger. Metzger, nice between the legs to Gaspin. And that'll be offsides at the line. David to take the draw. Back to the point. It's cleared all the way down. No icing as we're on the power play. Jones will leave for Rogers. Rogers will skate with it far side. Rogers. Take it off his stick. 2-on-1 here for Stanley Lake. That's broken up by the back check. Shot. Saved by Jones. Save. Cleared out by Sokolowski. Shot. Steered aside by Jones. Centered out front. Broken up there. Sokolowski now to David. David plays it across. Back to David. Or Sokolowski. Sokolowski shot. Back to even strength hockey here to the point. Peskin chips it in. Sokolowski near side. Sokolowski behind. David rubbed off there. Sokolowski now picks it up. Sokolowski tries to go back to the point. Picked off there by the Gators. And they'll start out. Gators look to center out front. Shot. Picked off there by David. They'll play it off the glass and in and get a change. Peskin and Tamberg in on the forecheck. And tempers flare here with 45 to go. Face off, one there by Stanley Lake. Shot, blocker to side by Jones. Puck's loose in the slot. Picked up there by Labuglio. Labuglio tries to toe drag. He's taken off. Picard picks it up, shot towards the net. Puck bounces. Held there for a moment, and it is by Labuglio. Phillips now. Shot, save, rebound. Shot, Picard pinching. Picard, shot towards the net. Tanberg can't get a stick on it. Now the goaltender glove. Ten seconds here to go in the third period. Heritage down, 4-1. Phillips loses a draw to the Gators. Picked up there. Played back up, and that'll do it. Until next weekend, guys. We'll see you on our broadcast then, but this will do it for today.